What is up, everyone? It's Andy.
And Breeze over here.
And we're going to be playing some Silver Tempest. For those of you on Twitch, I apologize. For those of you on YouTube, you will understand.
Hello, hello.
We are recording. We're going to do something different. We're going to record while we're streaming, and then we're going to upload them. So it's going to be like a little bit of both, you know? That way we can get the content out a little bit faster to you guys. So on YouTube, hopefully you guys appreciate this. It does take a lot of time to edit these videos, but if we do them like this, it's going to be a little less editing and a lot more straightforward. Gets the content to you guys faster. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, leave a like. And otherwise, we're going to get into it. Just to recap, this is Lugia.
And over here I got Palkia VSTAR.
And we're going to be playing a game we just shuffled up. So, Breeze, do you want to go
I'll
heads or
take
tails?
Tails. The old tried and true. It's off camera a little bit, but that is tails.
Awesome. So
I will go first here.
Perfect. And this is going to be a best of 3. We will go ahead and time this one.
Right. I think that I've got enough experience with Palkia, and you probably have enough experience with Lugia that we can time this up.
Perfect. So I will give it 53 minutes so we can just set up and have everything ready.
Sounds good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Man, I couldn't tell you why I mulligan with this deck so much.
Yeah, right. It's so nuts.
Right? We run so many basics.
6. Okay, I do have a basics, so we're going to be getting an extra card from Breeze here. Now, for those of you that are excited for our next giveaway announcement, we will give that at the end. So that'll be the next announcement, and then you guys will have to go either look at our Instagram to find it, or if you go to the link, our Instagram link in the Twitch bio, that'll work as well. So I'm going to get a mulligan here.
All right, and I do find a basic here.
Perfect. So I'm going to take my extra card.
That is such an interesting hand. I don't know if the camera actually is catching this right now, but that's hilarious.
Oh boy, it should be in for a treat. I did not see it.
Or is it a trick?
Awesome.
It is Halloween today.
Yep,
so
happy Halloween
happy
for everybody
Halloween.
watching. Good luck, Breeze.
All right, I'm going to draw for turn here. Like I said, pretty wacky hand.
Whoa.
We're going to bench a couple of dudes, and that'll be my turn.
Alrighty, we're going to draw for turn. I will go ahead. I actually have access to Lugia's first attack, Windfall. Is that the name that happened to be the English name?
It is Wind Reading.
Oh, Wind Reading. Okay. We're going to attach a powerful colorless energy, and we're going to go ahead and use a Quick Ball, discarding Archeops.
Nice.
That is going to go get us a Lugia.
No.
Oh no, that's okay.
My bad.
That's good. We're gonna get us a Lugia V, and we are gonna do limited stuff tonight for everyone watching. It's gonna be a pretty short stream, but for those of you watching on YouTube, you'll get to see these rolled out pretty fast. So that should be good. We're gonna try and get as much Lugia and all the other new Silver Tempest content out there as fast as possible, and we're trying to do a 24-hour stream again, so hopefully we'll get that. It's kind of soon though, so I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit short notice for some people.
Yep, and we're gonna go ahead, and we do not want to reveal this, but this is kind of the only card I want to discard. So we're going to use Wind Reading to discard Staraptor, and I will draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3.
I'll get started by drawing for turn here. We're going to go in with Shady Dealings.
Yep.
And I think immediately we just want to get out, hopefully, Radiant Greninja. This is my first deck search. Okay, so Radiant Greninja is in here. That's incredible. Find, hopefully, a bucket as well. And we'll get some cards drawn, some cards in the discard. On this turn, I really want to look for the Moonlight Shuriken play.
Heck yeah.
So we're going to Shady Dealings for Irida. Irida's going to grab us Greninja and a bucket, and then the bucket grabs us 2 water.
Alrighty.
Now, the Evolution Incense that I have in my hand, this is a sequencing thing right here. That's always going to be a Palkia VSTAR. You typically will want to concealed cards before you play search options like this. Like if that was a Quick Ball, I would likely concealed cards first. But since I have this Evolution Incense, another Drizzile in my hand, this is always going to end up being the Palkia. So might as well play it.
Also, you want to find the water energy, because you have 2. I know that.
Right.
You definitely don't have a third. You would have had to draw it.
Right.
No, there's no way. Yeah, because you would have attached turn 1, 100%.
Right.
So you have 2 water in hand, which means that you're looking for a third one to get off a correct star portal.
Exactly. So we're going to use that concealed cards there. We're going to draw 2 more.
Yep.
Not too bad, but not exactly what I'm looking for. Do want to bench this Palkia here. And in order to get that third water energy, I'm not sure that I can quite get there like I want to. We're going to go in with Shady Dealings again.
Yep. Grab another bucket, maybe. Oh, but you can't get it into the discard quite.
Right,
easily.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking about right now. This could just be the Ultra Ball for Crobat.
Right.
I'm thinking that that is probably just going to end up being the play here. So let's grab that Ultra Ball. Yep, that is on camera. Sweet. We will ditch the water energy. Doesn't matter whether or not I attach it. And this is the reason why I said this hand was really interesting.
Oh,
Triple
wow.
Drizzile.
Woo! No Evolution Incense needed here.
Exactly. And we're going to grab this Crobat here.
And it's also why the rare candy play makes no sense.
Right.
Because then you're just got a bunch of Drizziles in your hand.
Right. Just use all the Shady Dealings that I can.
Yep.
Now, the interesting thing to know, I will say about the Palkia list that I'm running is the Collapse Stadium. So
Yeah,
benching the
it's pretty
Crobat doesn't feel as bad as it should.
Also, some of these lists I've seen for Lugia run like 4 Collapse Stadium, which is bizarre. It's not good, in my opinion, but it is a thing, you know? And you got to respect some of those cards, or some of those techs you didn't really expect.
Right. Alright, and didn't draw into really anything that I can use here. 2 water energy in the discard. There is a good chance that this Palkia VSTAR on my bench could get knocked out next turn.
Right.
And I'm going to hope that that doesn't happen, and I'll pass turn.
Alrighty, I will draw for turn. I'm going to go ahead and evolve into Lugia VSTAR with both. This kind of secures them both from getting knocked out.
Makes it a lot harder, I'll say that much.
Yep. And Breeze actually did something that was kind of cool. Allows me to make this play. We're going to go Ultra Ball, discarding the Lost Vacuum, and we're actually going to discard a Double Turbo. I don't really need it at this moment.
Sounds good. I'm interested to see what this cool play is.
Yeah. He did bench out, so that means the Zinnias in my hand is drawing me 6 cards.
Ooh,
which
I
is
didn't expect
awesome.
the Zinnias.
Yep. TJ has arrived.
What's up, TJ?
What up?
So TJ and I are going to play a game of GLC after this for our Spooky Spook Fest. It's going to be Dark versus Psychic. So that's going to be really, really fun. We're going to see which one is more spooky. So that goes to my hand. I will then use Zinnias. Zinnias is going to discard the Archeops and the Blissey V. An off-camera game, the Blissey V was really good. Here it's not that great. And because of that, I'm going to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A bunch of cards. And I will use Trekking Shoes
Sounds good.
to discard an Evolution Incense. I don't need that anymore. And I will draw the next one.
Right, with 2 Archeops in the discard and 2 Lugia VSTAR in play, like, what are you going to incense for now?
Exactly. So we are going to go ahead and use Star Assembly to grab 2 Archeops. They do not have rule boxes. I will put them onto my bench, and I will go ahead and use one of them, Primal Turbo.
Oh boy.
It's going to search for 2 special energy cards from my deck. We're actually just going to search for a Powerful Colorless and a V-Guard energy.
Alright.
And then I will use the other Archeops Primal Turbo to search my deck as well. Gotta look in my hand, see what I have. Okay, we will attach a... Let's see, we'll attach... We do have that in deck. We'll go ahead and attach a Gift Energy to the Lugia VSTAR.
Alright.
I can always attach another Powerful Colorless later if I need to.
Right, so this play right here is telling me that Andy probably has Gust in his hands. Just not setting up the benched Lugia at all. It's saying that even if I promote this Greninja, he's still looking to take a knockout on the Palkia.
I actually have a little bit more of a gamble. I use Zinnia. So
correct. So you cannot gust this turn.
Yeah.
But
yes, but next turn, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I attached for last turn. So I'm going to attach a gift energy to this Lugia VStar. Just in case that gets shuffled back. And then we actually have a Path to the Peak in my hand. So that's going to be really good. And we're going to use my attack to knock you out. It does 220 damage plus 20 plus 20, so we're doing 260.
Gotcha.
For the knockout, just going to go down 1 prize card.
Absolutely blown up. All right, so with this Path to the Peak in play, I am either going to look to attack with Inteleon off of a Raihan here. I actually do think I like attacking with a 2-prizer slightly more because of Roxanne.
Right.
So let's promote the Palkia VSTAR. I'm going to draw for turn here. Let's see. So the Palkia... Let's save our Star Portal as much as we can. We're going to go Raihan.
Okay.
We're going to grab that Water Energy onto the active and search for any card here. And that will end up being... Let's go with the Inteleon.
Alrighty.
So let's Shady Dealings 4. Gonna need access to another energy. I don't really mind having this Crobat on the bench too much right now. So Shady Dealings for likely Bucket plus access to another Sobble seems good. I do have the Irida in hand, so okay. And this will be, if I bench a Sobble, I'll be hitting you for 190. Yeah, because there is a V-Guard energy there. Okay.
Yep.
190 is a pretty solid number. I think I will just commit to this play here.
Right.
So let's go with a Quick Ball. We're going to play the Bucket for 2 water energy. And
Quick Ball, one of the 2?
I actually don't think so. Well, let's
gotcha.
see. So I've got 1 in here. I think, yeah, I will Quick Ball a water energy.
Okay.
And we'll get out a Sobble.
Sounds good.
Just trying to develop the board a little bit more. If he does end up knocking out my Palkia VSTAR, I won't be in any panic mode. We'll still have Star Portal. We'll still have Roxanne that we can play to. So tap or cut.
Alright, we'll go ahead and cut.
And our start is kind of telling me that we're not looking too good here. We're probably just going to end up playing from behind to Roxanne. So with 2 in here, I don't think that you're going to be affected by Path to the Peak. We're going to get rid of it with Lost Vacuum. I'm going to loss out my Manaphy.
Okay.
Manaphy I don't think is very important in this matchup. We're going to end up using Star Portal this turn as insurance. We're going to use Concealed cards. We'll get 2 more cards out of that. And this is actually a really, really excellent hand for next turn. So we are going to use Star Portal. And we're going to set up... I could set up the Inteleon, actually. So, like I said, I'm hitting you for 190. The Inteleon would be a knockout here. I think I would rather promote a 2-prizer after this. So let's go onto the Palkia V. And then nothing else that I want to play in this hand. We're going to use Subspace Swell for 190 damage.
Alrighty. And I think Breeze makes a very important play here that a lot of Palkia players should abide by. Don't attach 1 energy here, 1 energy here, and 1 energy here. I have burned probably every Palkia player for doing that by going Roxanne or Marnie plus Path, and then they lose the game because they miss the energy.
Exactly.
I go look at their discard pile, I go, okay, he has 3 energy in his discard pile, and he's got 4 on the board, but they're all spread out. He needs Training Court. Then I go Marnie, doesn't find Training Court, and they lose. So and that's typically I knock out their Sobble, and then they can't find it. You know.
Right.
I will draw for turn.
And that's a really good point, too.
Yeah.
I actually do think it is a misplay now that I look at it, because Raihan is down. I should end up putting the energy on the Inteleon, because I can still get the energy attached to Palkia using Melanie.
So I attach for turn.
Okay.
I'm going to use Primal Turbo number 1 to go grab myself a powerful colorless energy and a gift energy. And I'm going to attach them both to Lugia VStar.
What I'm also looking at here is this 3 powerful colorless on the active. A play that Andy could do is retreat into swing with the bench Lugia, but that bench Lugia now cannot take a knockout by itself on the Palkia VSTAR.
Go tap for you. I will go ahead and play Marnie.
All right.
Going to try and make it as hard as possible for Breeze to get off a knockout, and if he does get off a knockout, that's fine because I'm going to tap because I will draw up to 7 cards. 4, 5.
All right.
And luckily for us, we did find a quick ball, which is going to get us another Lugia V.
All right.
So we're getting set up.
Looking pretty good.
And with no knockouts on the board, 120. Yeah, we're looking really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is that at this point, Andy is just so far ahead. My way to get back in here is just going to end up probably being Roxanne. The unfortunate part with these Archeops is that it doesn't really even slow him down.
Right.
But
we'll go Primal Turbo.
The hope here is that he can take a follow-up knockout on a V-Star Pokemon.
Double Turbo. And that'll just be it. Just the Double Turbo.
All right.
He can't take a knockout on both Archeops, which means that I can go search for energy with at least one of them next turn.
Exactly.
We are going to go ahead and head into Roxanne turns. We'll hit you with my attack for 280 damage exactly, taking 2 prizes.
All right.
Clear tap for you.
I'll just tap.
Okay, and those 2 prizes. Alrighty.
So let's bring up the Palkia V. I'm going to draw for turn to get started here. We're going to go in with a bucket.
Oh no, you haven't taken a prize. That's why. I was like very confused.
We'll just grab 1 off the bucket.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is where having so many Serena and not very many boss might burn me. Because if you Roxanne me, I'm going to need to find at least one of them.
Right.
So that'll be not great.
All right. So after that bucket, we're going to use concealed cards from Radiant Greninja. I'll just use one of these. Draw a couple here.
Yep.
Pretty bad cards. Play a heavy ball.
Alrighty.
And I know that there's nothing in here, but it is important to just get that out of the deck, take a look, make sure everything's good.
I've been having a lot of fun with this Lugia VStar deck. It's very nice. Gotta go ahead and rearrange this.
Sure. Alright, and this is what I'm saying. What I said last turn, why attaching to the Palkia is a misplay. So I do have the Melanie in hand, but it's just not great to play this.
You can
Marnie,
get a knockout with a 200, but
exactly.
The thing about V-Stars is there's no downside. There's 0 downside. You're doing more damage, you have more HP, and you're not giving up an extra prize, which is insane.
Right.
Like, there's no reason to not do it.
You find that V-Star off of the Melanie, which is really nice. We're going to attach to an Inteleon on the bench. This actually seems pretty bad. Okay. I am seeing a lot of misplays that I've made in this game, so it is worth it to do all of this just for the experience, the learning.
Of course, yeah.
Go ahead and put a big charm on this Palkia V-Star here. And yeah, then we'll hit you with Subspace Swell, take that knockout.
Alrighty, and I'm going to draw 2 cards from the gift energy.
All right.
1, 2. And that was activated from damage, so that's how that works. We are going to promote Lugia VStar, draw for turn. And looky, we drew Lugia VStar. And we're going to go ahead and attach a double turbo to Lugia VStar. And then we'll, I have not used these yet.
Correct.
I will use Primal Turbo to go grab a Twin Energy and attach it to our Lugia VStar.
All right.
And I'm going to give Breeze a little bit of an out to win this game, but I want to progress the board state. So
Sure.
I'm going to go back in with Lumineon V, grabbing a... Where are you? A Boss's Orders.
All right.
And I am going to boss the Inteleon.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so the boss on the Inteleon here.
Because this makes it so that if you attack with the Palkia twice, you will lose the game. That's why I do that.
Sure.
I could boss Crobat, but I don't have any more boss in the deck.
Ah, gotcha.
I only have Serena, and I know from this, you don't know at least, but I do know that with 0 Serena here and 1 boss and no Serena here and no Serena here, these are all Serenas.
That's insane.
Yeah. So I know I'm going to draw it. It's just a matter of, you know, where do I put everything? So we are going to go ahead and use my attack, taking the knockout. I will draw a Serena, put it into my hand, just for the chat and Breeze here. The other 2 Serenas.
One of them is.
Oh, maybe I am bad at this game. Let's see. Maybe I'm bad at this game.
Well,
but yeah.
All right, so on this turn, I think my plan is to go knockout Lumineon, and I don't think that I have really any other win condition other than hoping that you don't have it. So I have to commit to that play by promoting a Sobble because I already have a Cross Switcher in hand. I need to find the other one, or I will probably just lose.
Right.
So let's use concealed cards. We'll draw 2. Okay. So the Irida does mean I get the other Cross Switcher here. Obviously, I wouldn't know that Andy has that Serena in his hand.
Of course, yeah.
But I think I can Irida here. I really would want to get the Collapsed out, regardless of whether or not you do have the boss. But I don't think I can do that at all. So Cross Switcher and Sobble is probably, or, oh, could I get there? Okay, 1 bench.
Right, because I did bench another Pokemon.
No, I cannot get there. Okay, so this is the way that we're just going to play it out. Cross Switcher Sobble, and then we are going to just Cross Switcher up the Lumineon V.
Yep.
And that allows me to bring up my Palkia VSTAR. Just going to bench a Sobble and use Subspace Swell for the knockout.
Alrighty. And we will promote to the Lugia VStar, draw for turn, and we'll go ahead and play Serena to grab Crobat, take a knockout, doing 220. 240, actually.
Perfect, yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Do I only play 2 Serenas? I thought I played 3. Oh, I did play 3. I didn't.
Oh.
The proxies look so similar.
Gotcha.
From just like this, right? Because I saw this and thought that it was this. Just seeing it.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, because the borders, right?
Yep. So that's my fault, but I still probably grab boss there because it forces you to attack with the Palkia and not the Inteleon. Because you definitely would have attacked with the Inteleon had I given you the option to.
Right.
If I hit the Palkia in the active, you're not just going to hit me again. That's not good.
Right.
So. Yep, but that is a win for Lugia. I will reset these here, and that was that really a 6-0? Oh no, I forgot to take your 2 prizes going into the last turn because it got kind of heated. Okay.
Right.
I'll flip this over for you,
Sounds
and
good.
are you
Thank
going
you.
first or second?
I do think going first is correct.
Yeah, definitely. Alrighty, we do have a basic there. You as well?
I do, yep.
Perfect. All right, Breeze, good luck.
Good luck.
And you're going first.
Yes, I am. I will draw for turn. Okay, we've got a bit of a start here. So before we do anything, let's play the heavy ball. Oh, excellent. I love how it's always prized.
Oh, wow. That's like the most bittersweet thing ever.
Right.
You're like, whoa, he's prized. And then you're like, oh, heavy ball, you know?
Well, it's like a 50-50 because I have Ultra Ball in hand as well.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
could use Ultra Ball to get rid of... Yeah, sorry, you can reorganize those.
Of course, yep.
Ultra Ball to get rid of Heavy Ball if the Heavy Ball doesn't do anything. But because I haven't searched my deck at all yet, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
So let's use Concealed Cards. We'll draw 2 cards. Oh, excellent. Found a Sobble off of that. Let's drop the Ultra Ball. I'm going to get rid of an Irida.
Okay.
You know, you have all these gift energies. I don't think the Marnie is actually super important here.
Yeah, the gift energy, I think, and I don't know if you've seen a lot of the other Lugia lists. They're not even running gift energy. I don't know why. But I think gift energy is one of the best parts about the colorless box deck is the fact that you just don't get Marnie to Roxanne, right?
Exactly.
Like, if you get Roxanne and they knock you out, you're like, cool, thanks for the 7 new cards, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, 8. Yeah. Because you get an 8th card off of the draw.
Exactly.
So it's kind of nuts. And then you're just playing with an 8-card hand for the rest of the game, basically.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can really do to prevent that.
Yep.
I can see this version of Palkia doesn't run any Temple of Sinnoh.
Of course, yep. Temple of Sinnoh is definitely a thing. Fan of Waves is another thing that would be really good.
No, well, Dark Asset for 4 here.
I remember a couple decks back in the day, I say back in the day, they were like a year ago, running like Triple Fan or something nuts like that. Like maybe they have to go back to that.
So we've already got our attachment for the turn. I'm not going to play the Path to the Peak that's in my hand. I didn't see any Greninja last game, and you can't V-Star power on your first turn. Really no reason to play the Path in my hand. I'm just going to pass here.
Alrighty, I will draw for turn.
Feels like it would only be hurting myself.
Was that deck playing Triple Fan?
Yeah, it was. We're going to bench a Lugia V, and we're going to go ahead and play an Ultra Ball. I'm going to go ahead and discard Serena and a... Let's see, cards in hand?
I've got 6.
That's a lot.
Dark Asset into play no cards.
Yeah. We're going to go discard those 2. I think the play is going to be to grab the Archeops, as we know and love, and we're going to quick ball the Archeops.
All right.
Grabbing ourselves a... Yeah, he's not prized this game. Bidoof.
Woo!
And then we are going to go ahead and play... Let's see... 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 140, 200. So with a V-Guard, you can't do it, even if I bench another one.
The way I could do it is Choice Belt.
It's true. But if you have Choice Belt, you take a knockout either way.
True. Yeah, very true.
So we're going to go Lumineon V for a Professor's Research.
And then I've only got 1 Sobble in play, so the odds that I get there, maybe not the best.
Right. 1, 2, okay. And we're going to research. Discard a Lugia VStar.
Cool.
And we're going to have a lot of cards in our hand this turn.
Oh,
I was hoping to get the, whatchamacallit, the Crobat, but then I was thinking about it and I was like, I'm going to have limited bench space. I'm not going to be able to Lumineon, so it's fine to Lumineon now, because then if I get it discarded, it's not a huge deal. Definitely did not want to Serena in my hand for 5. I need a pretty explosive turn because I only got 1 Archeops in the discard pile. So this should be good. Well, a lot better than the other start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Just like that. Much better. We got exactly what we were looking for, except for the energy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. We're going to play Path to the Peak.
All right.
And we'll just pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw here.
Yeah, if I had the energy, I could have discarded this Archeops. Gotcha. Not quite the case anymore, so I'm stuck with a interesting hand.
And I've also got some interesting things going on here. Let's go in with Irida.
Of course.
And I want to bump this path to the peak pretty bad.
I figured.
So I think I want to grab Drizzile and get access to a V-Star, which would come by an Evolution Incense that is prized.
Oh, lovely.
Let's see. It
And
would
then
probably
Ultra
have
Ball
to
always
be
feels bad.
Ultra Ball, which my second Ultra Ball is prized.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, this is turning into a half to Irida for the level ball, I guess.
And I don't run level balls.
Oh wow. Okay. Well.
Oh no, there is an incense in here. I'm
Cool.
blind or something. So Drizzile and incense. So we're going to go in with Shady Dealings and an incense. This is my incense target, and my Shady Dealings. I want to grab. Not the collapse yet, but I guess I do just grab the collapsed, actually. Everything here is bad.
Yeah. Because the collapse means the Crobat can't come down, and the training court does nothing. And if it gets bumped again, it's a problem. Actually, Lugia is kind of funny because your training court is never staying in play. His attack discards any stadium you want, so you can just discard the stadium.
Today I learned.
Yep. So no stadiums are ever staying in play. If you get path locked, you can just discard it. Obviously, it doesn't do it during your turn, but like you can get rid of them for the next turn. So things like training court, like Rose Tower, like all of those cards, you can just discard them. Crystal Cave, another really good one.
Right. So we'll play the Collapse Stadium, get access to my concealed cards here. We'll draw 2.
Sounds good.
Did find a Sobble, that's pretty nice. So let's put the Sobble down. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of other things going on. I've got 2 there. I might have to Star Portal here in order to set up something on next turn if this Palkia gets knocked out, which is never ideal. I can go with the attachment for turn to the Palkia VSTAR. Right now, we are hitting for exactly 200. So just a tiny bit short, but that's not the end of the world, I don't think.
Right.
Man, it's just really tough whether or not I actually should Star Portal this turn. I think I do.
Okay.
Just in case. Lugia is a very consistent deck. So
It is, yeah.
it would take a lot for you to get this knockout. You didn't even attach an energy, though. Man, that's rough. And then, yeah, we'll hit you with Subspace Swell. We've used our Star Portal, and that does 200.
Alrighty. I will draw for turn here. Holy schmoly, we got it. We got the Ultra Ball top deck.
Woo!
Oh, boy.
Nice.
It was looking rough before that. We are going to go ahead and get a Bibarel.
All right.
And then we're going to go back in with an Evolution Incense.
All right.
Which is going to grab us the Lugia VStar. And let's see. Cards in hand?
Let's see. I've got 5.
Alrighty. Card tap for you.
Okay.
We will go ahead and evolve the active. It just makes it a little bit harder for you. And we're going to go Lost Vacuum to get rid of the Collapse Stadium.
All right.
And we're going to use Star Assembly.
All right.
To grab back Staraptor and Archeops.
Ah, the Staraptor.
And we're going to switch into Staraptor. And we will use Industrious Incisors for 5.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we are going to go ahead and use our ability, Primal Turbo, to go grab a Twin Energy and attach it to Staraptor, and then a Gift Energy and attach it to Staraptor.
All right.
And Let's see. There's no way you can get a knockout with the Greninja on my Lugia, so you would need an Inteleon with 2 cross switchers, which is very doable actually. But we're gonna hope that doesn't happen. Cutter tap. Actually, if it does, it's not even the worst thing in the world. I lied. I'm going back in. We're gonna go Evolution Incense. We're going to grab the other Lugia VStar, and we will go ahead and evolve, and we will attach a double turbo to the Lugia VStar that's damaged, and we will use Strong Breeze to
Strong Breeze
to put back Breeze's Palkia VStar.
Strong Breeze, Palkia VStar.
Yep.
Okay, so I think looking at this setup that Andy's got going on, swinging with Inteleon is probably going to be the play this turn. I'm not sure what I want to swing into. I could go with a knockout potentially on like the Bibarel, because the cross switcher play is pretty easy for me to pull off this turn.
One Inteleon gets you there.
Exactly. So I could go with the knockout. It does kind of put me ahead. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way to knock out that Archeops. That would be the prime target right now.
The primal target?
The primal target, primal turbo. The primal turbo target. Let's promote Radiant Greninja. I'm going to draw for turn. We're going to go in with Shady Dealings. I want to get out... I want to establish another Palkia on this turn. So we can go with Irida and... Cross Switcher. Okay, excellent. So Irida, Cross Switcher. Those are my Shady Dealings cards.
Alrighty.
And we're going to play Irida to grab another Cross Switcher as well as a Palkia V.
Yep.
And looking at that hand, that is totally... Yeah, that's all totally fine. Sweet. And we'll shuffle up real quick. This matchup is supposed to be very favored toward the Lugia. So I'm trying to play it as best I can. We'll get the attachment for turn here.
Yep.
I'm going to use the cross switchers to take the damaged Lugia VStar.
Alrighty.
That'll let me pivot into the Inteleon. Check my discard real quick. Alright. And then we will use Aqua Bullet. We'll take this knockout.
Okay.
And I'm going to put 20 on the bench Lugia VStar.
Sounds good.
And we'll take 2 prize cards.
I'm going to promote the Staraptor. Draw for turn. And I will... Marnie.
Okay.
Five new cards here.
Pretty disruptive. We're hoping to find something good, though.
Okay, and I did find what I was looking for. We are going to V-Guard on the... Nope, that doesn't make sense there. My apologies. We're going to V-Guard on the Lugia.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep, and we are going to use Primal Turbo to search my deck for...
Spinning Bird.
2 powerful colorless energies.
Just getting it set up.
Yep. Spinning Bird is actually a good attack, but
yeah.
I don't know if I want to use it here or not.
Right.
I was hoping to get Serena, because I play, 3 of them, but was not able to find it. So I had to resort to the Marnie. And we'll go ahead and Industrious Incisors for 1.
All right.
Nothing too crazy there. Rearrange our board a little bit. And don't know what the correct play is, whether we take a prize here And I think that's the best scenario. So I'm going to use spinning. Nope, can't do that.
Need the energy for that.
I knew I attached the active for a reason. We're going to go ahead and use Strong Breeze, I guess. Yep,
gotcha.
we'll just put him back into the deck. I was like, why am I attaching to the active? Yep, that's why, folks. That's why.
That's all right.
Yep, no worries here. This is still just game 2. We have another game to play if I lose this one, so I can take a little bit of risk.
Sure enough. Sounds good to me. Tap or cut.
I will go ahead and cut.
We're going to go with Radiant Greninja as my promote. I'm going to draw for turn.
Yep.
Immediately go with concealed cards. Draw 2. Okay. I've seen better cards for sure. Bench a Sobble.
Yep.
Don't really have much going on in this hand. How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 5.
5, okay. I will just pass.
Alrighty. Doing its job. We're going to draw for turn.
Pretty disruptive of the bird there.
I will attach a powerful colorless energy to the Lugia VStar. And I will just Strong Breeze to put the Radiant Greninja back into the deck.
Okay.
This makes it a little harder, too, to just get energies out of the deck. There's all 3 Irida down, which means that the only way to grab the buckets is just finding the buckets or a Drizzile. And Breeze has a decent amount of cards, but not a ton.
Let's go Sobble promote here.
Yep.
Draw for turn. Okay, that's a pretty good bailout card. So let's Rare Candy up to an Inteleon.
Beautiful.
I do believe I want to do the active, so we'll go with Shady Dealings.
Okay.
And Melanie for me, I guess. Melanie plus Bucket doesn't quite get me there.
Right, 'cause you need a way out of the active.
I think I do still just actually take the Bucket. Melanie plus Bucket, yeah. This seems like it makes some sort of sense to me. And we will play the Bucket.
Okay.
A couple of water energies. So now the thing I will say about the Staraptor, it is pretty cool. Nice to stall out with it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like a win condition itself, right?
Not yet.
Right. Not yet.
What I'm doing is just holding off until I can Roxanne, and then
Okay.
I'm going to win the game that way.
Sure.
Now, obviously, I wouldn't just go out and say that, but this way, you either have to boss to take a knockout, and if you boss, I can just come up and Staraptor, right? So I'm removing things from play, and not only making my Roxanne stronger, because all of your thinning has gone to waste, essentially, because it just keeps going back into the deck. So when I do eventually Roxanne, the odds of you drawing something useful are just 0 to none, right? You're probably going to draw like Palkia VStars and energies and stuff you don't need.
Right.
So that's the biggest issue with it. And then I'm just going to come up and knock you out with the Lugia VStar, right? So that's kind of the big thing.
Yeah, that is true. We're going to go in with Shady Dealings here. That Shady Dealings is going to grab me the Quick Ball.
Yep.
And we're going to play the Quick Ball here. I'm going to get rid of a Lost Vacuum.
Okay.
We're going to get out another Palkia V.
And, of course, knocking out the Inteleon was the intended play, and I just didn't do it.
Right.
So, which would have put me in a better board state than a 6-4, right? Because then it'll be 6-3. I'm going to have to come back and kill a lot of more stuff, so...
Alright, so now we're going to bench a Sobble. This energy came into play off of the Melanie, so we're going to attach to the other Palkia V.
Oh.
And get both of these guys kind of set up a little bit.
Okay.
Now let's go with the Scoop Up Net on the active.
Yep.
We'll give you a Sobble. I'm going to put another Sobble down. And just sit on this hand, I believe. I will pass.
Alrighty. I'll draw for turn. I did not expect that to happen. We're going to go ahead and... What do I even do? We'll attach a double turbo energy to Staraptor.
Okay.
And I will use Spinning Bird for 160 in the knockout.
Okay.
I think that's fine to take one prize. Advance the board a little bit.
Okay. I am looking at this. I think there's likely a way that I can pretty much seal this up on this turn. So let's promote the Palkia V. I'm going to draw for turn. I will... Shady Dealings.
Yep.
So I've got the boss in hand. I have an Echoing Horn, so I can get out a Lugia. If I grab Choice Belt and get one more basic, and the V-Star as well. I have Raihan as access here. And then a Quick Ball to get me the other basic. So you get Choice Belt, Quick Ball.
Okay.
Then I Raihan for the V-Star. The Quick Ball gets me that. I have the Echoing Horn and Boss already in hand. Sweet. That seems pretty good to me. I'm going to be going so far ahead here that I don't think I'm going to need the Roxanne anymore, so I'll Quick Ball it away. That's going to get out my Radiant Greninja.
Yep.
I'm going to go in with the Raihan as well, so we'll play that. Oh wait, no, do I have an energy in the discard? I might not, but I can conceal cards here.
Of course.
Okay, sweet. That's the play then.
They kept getting shuffled back into the deck.
Exactly.
Yep.
When you're playing Palkia, you just assume that they're there sometimes.
Right.
So let's go concealed cards on Radiant Greninja, ability use, and draw 2. And then we will play the Raihan. We'll go to the active here, we'll get out a Palkia VSTAR.
And I think if I took a knockout that turn that I messed up, I would have been in a better spot, because then it just forces everything a turn sooner. And you would have less cards in your hand to make this combination doable, right?
Right. So now we have... Oh no, because I'm silly. I can't Raihan and Boss on the same turn.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh. Well, that's pretty bad. I should have grabbed a Scoop Up Net as well to get the Drizzile down. Wow, I'm not playing well tonight. That's pretty brutal. Okay. Lugia looks super fun.
It's very fun. Yep. Super versatile. Feels like the old Palkia. The new Palkia just feels like the bad Lugia.
Fair enough.
But, you know, they're still good decks. It's just a matter of, like... Breeze has to play, like, 15 cards to accomplish the same thing that Lugia is just, like, bleh.
Exactly.
You know? The 220 base damage plus powerful colorless energy just makes it so easy. Instead of adding Pokemon, you just add energy, and it's just really easy.
Right. Yeah, pretty bad. You're just going to come back up and probably take a knockout here. I can't really even wait a turn because of the way that I played that. That's pretty unfortunate, so I will just Subspace Swell. Very, very bad play for me.
Okay.
Very bad play.
I'm going to draw a card.
Cannot make any excuses for that.
I will promote the Lugia V-Star. He's got 2 damage on him. I will draw for turn. And then...
It's not like this is necessarily over. This is okay.
Right.
Just makes it a lot harder.
With the Choice Belt, I can't really afford to bench anything else.
Right.
We will go ahead and Roxanne.
Okay.
Put all those energy back into my deck. We do have the Blissey to come back later, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think you're to the point where one Drizzile could get you out of it. And that's why you needed to net.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep. Clear tap for you.
I will just tap.
Okay, I'll take 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I will go ahead and attach a gift energy to Archeops.
All right.
I think that makes the most sense.
Did you address your comments before?
Yeah.
Yes. What's the Lugia line I'm playing? It's a 4-3. Appreciate it, TJ. It's a 4-3 line, so it's not quite the maximum, but it's pretty dang close. I did not get Path to the Peak, so I can't shut that off, and the likelihood that you have energy is pretty dang good.
Considering they all went back to the deck.
Of course, yep. We're going to quick ball and discard the Crobat. We will not be playing him. And I will fail the quick ball. We're going to hope to draw the 1 path off of this Industrious Incisors, grabbing 2 cards. Alrighty. Put a tap for you.
Tap.
And we'll go Industrious Incisors for 2. 1, 2. Holy cow, folks, we got it.
Nice.
That was really good draw there. And then we'll hit you for 280 damage. I have 3 powerful colorless, and I'll go down to 3 prizes, but the Roxanne is down, folks.
All right.
The Roxanne is down.
So we got
of
shady
course.
dealings
Yep.
here.
But again, that one Drizzile cannot get you to a knockout very easily.
Right. I don't think I really have a way out of this
There's
right
no
now.
more Raihan. Raihan would have been the best target. Melanie now needs to grab you basically everything you need.
And the Melanie is also down.
Ooh,
so
yeah, that's right. There's only one. So there's no way out of this easily.
I don't think
Training Court
there's
is an option.
really any way out of this because my training court is also prized.
Okay, well, this is bad.
Yeah, so I can't do anything here. I can put together an attack, but obviously you just return a knockout. After that, I can't even attack with Raihan or anything. Raihan's down. I'll just scoop that up there.
Right.
Yep, that's pretty
Dang.
unfortunate, but
Dang.
it happens.
Another Serena prized, and actually the choice belt. So glad we did not attach 2 powerful colorless. But there it is, folks. Even when it looked like I was just, like doing nothing, right? Putting back those cards kind of felt good because I was not only making my opponent... Like, I basically made Breeze go to Roxanne turns, right?
Right.
And not only that, but if he swung at the Lugia and didn't kill it, then I take a knockout, and the next turn I can just bring Staraptor back up, and it's just still a problem. So
Exactly.
it had to be taken care of eventually. But